like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast to the money low. I'ma grab round man when it come back. I'ma give back my bad when the check hit the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Jackson now. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 62 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's Geis on the counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
First carry for James Conner. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tim Williams in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Hey, box truck.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Tim Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down, it's Ingram. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ravens 14, Steelers 7.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Here we go. Touchdown. Walk 54. Walk 54. It's been a long day for you.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 2nd down, it's Hill, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Roethlisberger looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. This is Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Watch one. Check three. Rotate.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Check 26. Mike.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's a game of 2. Brings up third and 3.
I know you felt that one.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson looking to throw on third. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
No. Off. Check 9.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On third down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Ravens 18-yard line.
180. Mike's 40. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on second and 8. Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Boswell's kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Roethlisberger will throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Snickers. Hey, watch it. Switch.
On 2nd and 15 now, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Set, hut, 60 out, let's fight forward. Hut, 60 foot,
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
in your face.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They run. It's Mark Ingram, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ball following the penalty. It's Hill. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got Moncrief. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 4, check 4. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
A gain of a yard brings
Right
up
now.
2nd
Back
and
80.
9 at the 22-yard line.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, Charlie. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. 24 is the mark.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's Geis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Here we go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with counter, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. On the ground, Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 4th down, Dobbs on the move to his left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Ingram. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're running. Ingram. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Block 80! All day, baby, all day. 50.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it's Ingram, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This one complete to Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
55, Mike, 55. All day, dog.
Here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Jackson from the shotgun, being chased out left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
55, Mike, guy, 55. Time to go, night. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Shut up.
Here's Jackson. Gonna throw again. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, watch the leg. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught with forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.